Breda Nancy is the king of our imagination, bringing stories with the light of the ancient Africa. Breda Nancy is a griot, a chantuel, a calypsonian. What a wonderful delight is to hear her stories. Like an enormous spider web, she weaves her stories, and the grandpa and the kids, they all love what there's to hear. Breda Nancy is the king.
Check, check. Good morning, everyone. My name is Auntie Tony K. Can I hear you say that, please? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Anansi Soundsplash Storytelling Festival. My name is Tony K. Dawkins. Because it's you and you guys are special, you get to call me Auntie Tony K. I'm the host for TVJ's Junior Schools Challenge Quiz. And so because of that now, let me tell you how we're going to get started real quick, just so I can know who is here from who is not here. I'm going to ask a question. I want you to shout out the answer. What is the name of the parish that we are currently in? I hear Jamaica. I hear St. Andrew. All right. Let's go again. What is the name of this building that we're in right now? All right. I hear it. Jamaica Library Service. I like it. We're sharp. We're sharp. All right. So welcome to not just the storytelling festival, but welcome to Anansi's backyard. You like the backyard? Anansi, walk on. This nice, you know. Let me show. Anansi even has a swing. Let me test it out. Let's see if it works. Yes, man. All right. Now, I just want to make sure that everybody knows you're not, unless you are called upon, you're not coming up here, especially to touch the web. What happens when you touch a web? Sticky, don't it? Exactly, and we don't want that to happen, right? All right, so let's get going. Now, I want to say a huge hello to everyone on Zoom. So after 3, we're going to say hello to everyone on Zoom. 1, 2, 3. Hello! Hello, Zoomers. Let's hope that you heard us. We wish you were here with us, but we're glad to have you virtually anyway. All right, so let me just get down to some business. I need to know who is here. So I'm going to point on your direction, and you're going to tell me the name of your school. Ready? Everybody ready? School. St. Peter and Paul is here. School. St. Francis is here. School. Almond Town. What was that? Whitfield All Age is here. School. Almond Town, you that I get in the back over there. School. What's that? Kelly's High is here. Okay. In the middle there. School. Marymount High. Have I left off anybody? Hi. All right. No kill me. No kill. School. Highgate Primary is in the building. Welcome to everybody. It's so great to have you. We are going to get started right now. But you know how it go. We're in one of the greatest lands in the world. So we want to big up our land with our national anthem. So while I give you some housekeeping, I'm going to ask St. Pete, the persons who will be doing the national anthem, to join me on stage and set up. So while they're coming up on stage to set up, let me just give a little bit of housekeeping. If you happen to be coughing, if you happen to feel a little itchy, scratchy in your throat, I'm going to ask you to just throw on a mask for us so that we can ensure that everybody stays safe. All right, so there's that. If you don't have a mask, you can raise your hand and we'll see if we can get one for you. All right, I see 1 here, 2 here. If you're coughing, come on up, St. Peter and Paul, come on up and set up yourself. While you are doing that, them Sharpie, come on up, man. While they set up, I'm sure you're supposed to. Yes, Perfect, perfect. And this is the microphone that you're going to be using. So make sure you align around that. All right, so while they are setting up, it looks like they're almost ready. We just want to also say a huge thank you to everybody who put this on. Talk the truth. This is not nice. We're not even started at the near nice. It's not nice. So we're going to be hearing from a few of them. But like, hi, the anthem people, them ready? So let me come out of their way. St. Peter and Paul with the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. All right, lovely. Thank you so much, St. Peter and Paul. I'm going to be, hi. Do it again. Thank you so much, St. Peter and Paul. Give them another round of applause. We're going to call you up again soon, but go down for right now. All right? We're going to call you down soon. Call you back soon, but go ahead. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. I'm going to ask to hear from some of the people who made this space and this event possible. So I'm going to ask Ms. Kishma Simpson, the Senior Director of the Jamaica Library Services, as well as greetings from Auntie Amina. I'm going to ask that that happens now. So, Madam Kishma, you first, or you're allowing the children. Also, let me tell you something. Kids, it's like how we're in Anansi's backyard. As you can imagine, backyard is outside, right? So you might hear some cars, some trucks, some sirens, some all these things. Don't worry about that. You know what I mean? Just focus on what we're doing and don't allow the noise to distract you, all right? All right, let's do it. All right, so Madam Simpson, Senior Director, please come and bring welcome. On a clap her now? On a clap her. Clap her.
Thank you very much, Auntie Tony, our Master of Ceremony. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to Anansi Village at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Library. The Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Library is one of 13 parish libraries across Jamaica. And in fact, our libraries span nook and crannies, numbering over 111 libraries island-wide. How many libraries, children? Thank you. And throughout the libraries this week, we will be featuring the Anansi Soundsplash Storytelling Conference and Festival. I want to specially welcome Mr. Honorable Terry Long, Minister of State in the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sports. Welcome, sir. Children, parents, teachers, please put your hand together to specially welcome Mr. Terry Long. Dr. Meeks, we welcome her too, who is the director and founder of Entukuma. Welcome her. Storytelling Foundation of Jamaica. And we welcome all the tellers that are here as part of the Ntukuma team. Let them feel welcome. We want to also specially welcome to our library the partners, and you will see the banners all around representing this conference that we are hosting this week. Our students, our teachers, and I want everybody, I'm going to call them out again because you are our special guests today. And when I call your school, I want to hear Anansi saying, Anansi, Anansi, when I call your school. Almond Town, St. Francis, Primary.
St. Francis Primary.
Okay, give her a round of applause. Marymount High. Kelly's High. Is Kelly's here as yet? The Women's Center. We want to welcome the Women's Center. Anansi, Anansi. And who else do we have? St. Peter and Paul Primary. Whitfield Town. Essex All. Welcome. We are very happy to have you here with us today. And we will want to say to you that the pandemic would have caused us to have our Anansi Sound Splash last year and 2020 virtual. So guess what happened this year? Anansi gone hybrid. So we are happy to have you here face to face, and we are happy to have you with us online. We want to also welcome and thank the technical team, both from the JLS and other members who have been streaming this event live and will stream it for the entire week. We want to welcome them as well. We also want to welcome our viewers who are watching online and to also acknowledge our libraries island-wide that are also streaming this event for others across Jamaica to also see. This year is the 24th staging of the Sound Splash. What staging? 24. Okay, I know that you're listening because there may be a prize at the end of this. And the staging of the conference and festival is themed Webs of Greatness. What is it themed?
Webs of Greatness.
Great. So greatness will be celebrated in all of us today. So the Jamaica Library Service, I'd want to say, is a partner with Ntukuma for many, many years. And we partner to host storytelling events in our libraries island-wide. And we also partner to build capacity in our staff and in our teachers to share storytelling, to entertain, and to educate. And we have hosted workshops and many, many other initiatives in the partnership. But the festival is where it all comes together November each year, where we host it here at the Parish Library or across our libraries island-wide. So we want to use this opportunity to ensure that our children are engaged as we celebrate Jamaica 60 using the themes Webs of Greatness. And for today's opening gala, it is themed Our Heart Salute Jamaica as we celebrate Jamaica 60. We want you children to really embrace and showcase your talents this morning, we'll get to the afternoon, and to really understand that storytelling is a very, very important art form, and we have to ensure that we continue to transfer this knowledge that is here. We encourage you, adults, teachers, parents, to encourage them today as they perform and applaud them as they weave webs of greatness as they entertain us this afternoon. We thank you for joining. We invite you to view the exhibition that is at the back of the room that will share information about the history of the Anansi Sound Splash Storytelling Conference and Festival and about storytelling in general. It will be here for the week, and so we invite viewers that are watching to also visit the library throughout the week to participate in the week of events, to view the festival, and to our children here and across Jamaica, we also invite you to sign up to become members of the storytelling clubs, which are run by the Jamaica Library Service in collaboration with the Storytelling Foundation of Jamaica. Please enjoy the rest of the morning and say Anansi, Anansi. When we're having a good time. Encourage everyone to participate. Thank you, and over to you, Auntie Tony. Auntie Amina.
Brother Nancy is the king of our imagination. You can say that? Brother Nancy is the king of our imagination. We have theme song, you know, minister. And Nancy is a griot, a chantuela calypsonian. And Nancy is the king of creation. King of what? And before the day is finished, you're going to learn the theme song. The theme song is a gift to Anansi Soundsplash from one of our storytellers in Costa Rica. Clap him. He might be online. And minister, he introduced us to a 95-year-old Jamaican whom the Costa Ricans are sure that Jamaica brought Anansi to Costa Rica. So clap that. And that is why they've given us the gift. So during the course of the day, we're going to be playing that song for you. During the course of the week, if you go to our Facebook page is Anansi Matters, you will see the song and the activities for the week. Please learn it. I'm so happy that Miss Kishma Simpson mentioned the storytelling clubs in schools. Teachers, in the back we have the guidelines for the clubs. So please do not leave here without collecting your guidelines and without setting up the clubs as soon as you get back to school. So before the week is out, we shall declare that we have 1,200 clubs because there are about 1,200 schools. And the people who are watching us online, you can email us to get your copy of the Storytelling Club guidelines. Why am I rushing? I'm rushing because little things did happen that delayed the start, and we know how quickly the children lunch hour come. So we're trying to catch up back little speed to catch up them lunch hour, particularly those of them who have to leave. I want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, the Tourism Enhancement Fund, the Chase Fund, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, the Jamaica Library Service, Emancipation Park, the Sky Gallery, and I want to say a very special thank you to the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport, who has supported us unbroken since 2012. Since 2012. From Jamaica 50 right through to Jamaica 60. And so I would like to invite Honorable Minister Terry Long to come and say hello to you. When I say Anansi, you say Soundsplash. Anansi. 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 And after Minister, we will go back to the performances.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, all right, so I'm going to call you all my young kings and my young queens, all right? Because this morning is about you all. And Amina, I love the theme this year, Webs of Greatness. Because every single one of you saw a little bit? Yeah, you are part of the web. You saw you a little bit? You're a part of the web. No matter how we have our high school students here, you saw no big? You're all a part of the web of greatness. Never forget that, all right? And to my young queens up front, don't make nobody tell you that just because you're little and you're small, that means you can't have an impact, all right? One of the strongest animals in the world is a what? A who? Spider. Yes, spider is strong too, but I heard a ant. There you go. You see the little ants? The ants can lift up so much times in body weight that makes the ant stronger than even the lion and the rhinoceros we see in the jungle, okay? And I want you all to recognize that not because you all are small, you all are a part of what we call the web of life, the web of greatness, and the whole owner have a role to play. So beyond commending the organization for what they're doing today, I just want to speak to my little young kings and queens, so the big people time we talk to in all the while. When I was growing up, all right, in a small little community named Grand Spain, we used to tell one another a whole heap of Brother Nancy story. Brother Nancy, Brother Tukuman, Brother Rabbit, all of them, all right? And it was absolute fun. How many of you know that Brother Nancy is from Africa? Yeah, I'm not seeing many hands going up. All right, so Brother Nancy is from Africa. It is a part of what we call our folklore. So the great storytelling, just like in the Bible, them talk about parables and all these kind of things. Brother Nancy is our kind of parables. That's our story, our folklore, how we pass down things from one generation to the next generation. And the beauty about this is that we are celebrating something that is uniquely cultural for us and that links us back to Mother Africa. Because I don't want none of you to ever forget, as much as you are Jamaicans, when we talk about the web of greatness, the web of greatness takes every single one of you back to Mother Africa. And what you don't know about Mother Africa is that Mother Africa was so great. Mother Africa was the greatest place on earth with big buildings and big empires and big civilizations. Yeah, that when you hear they talk about the Europeans used to leave the greatest minds in Europe. Like when you get to high school, you learn about Pythagoras. And when you're doing philosophy here, about Aristotle and Plato and all them people here, you know which part of them people that did go school? In Africa. Yes, that is where them go Africa go study about mathematics and the great things about the universe and philosophy and those things. They're not going to teach you those things here in school, but when you come to Auntie Amina, Brother Nancy camp, when you come to the National Library right here, so you're going to learn those things. So that is your true history. That is what you're a part of. You're a part of what we call the birth of civilization. Civilization started in Africa. So sometimes when you probably hear them talk about people live up in a tree and them are hunt down the lion and them for eat them and then they live nowhere, mash down that lie. Africa is where the great pyramids are. And those pyramids have stood for more than 4,000 years. All right? Africa is where you had the great kingdoms of Kemet, where you had the great Nubian Empire, where you had the great Igbo people of Nigeria. I mean, not to mention in Ethiopia. That is your African legacy. So you are a part of that web of greatness that stretches back to the very beginning of mankind. Don't you ever forget that. So when some people are bleached them skin and them things, that is because they don't even understand them history. All right? And we talk about a man like Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey, our first national hero. It's important that every single one of you young kings and queens know about Marcus Garvey and understand the teachings of Marcus Garvey. Because what Marcus Garvey tried to do in the 30s and 40s, well, from 1914 come straight to 1940 when he died. Marcus Garvey wanted everybody that looked like me and you. Marcus Garvey wanted every little black girl and black boy to understand, yes, that even though them did put our ancestors into chains and enslave them, that's not where your history started. And Marcus Garvey wanted us to break what you call the mental slavery, to recognize that there is greatness inside of every single one of us. Greatness begins with me. Can I hear all my young kings and young queens say that? Greatness begins with me. Greatness begins with me. I am a part of the web of greatness. I am a part of the web of greatness. Don't you ever forget that. Your black skin is not a badge of shame. It is not a sin. It is your beauty. It is your legacy. Your black hair. I saw a young king right here with his hair in all kind of fanciness. Brother, I'm going to tell you, your hair look good. Yeah, tell mommy or whoever do it, it look good. All right? So this is how your black hair, every single kink, every single curl, you love it, you embrace it. Because our great-great-great-great-grandparents, they fought and died so that we can sit down right here so now in our brother Nancy's backyard, reclaiming our greatness for every single one of you. All right? So never forget who you are. Never forget where you're really from. Never ever forget that greatness is inside of each of you. And don't forget that we're not part of the web of greatness. So blessed love to all of you all. To the team at the library, Auntie Amina and your team, blessed love to all of you. Blessings.
I'm going to clap him. I mean, after that, I just feel like saying greatness. I just say greatness. 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 I'm not hearing the wrong back. Come on. You know what? Around the front, you know, all right. Around the back. Greatness. Greatness. Come front side. Let me see. Greatness. All right. Thank you so much, Minister. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. So we are going to do a little break for our quick Add, don't move. You know it go. We're on TV, you know, so.
Great Anansi is the king of our imagination.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kerry Wallace, Executive Director of the Tourism Enhancement Fund. And we're pleased to be supporting the Anansi Sound Splash 2022. We believe this oral tradition plays a huge role in influencing our nation, and festivals like this one can inspire us all to greatness. We commend the team and we look forward to sharing in the activities and take this opportunity to thank the team and wish them all the best in this year's staging.
No? Finish? Oh, okay, all right, all right. All right. The breaking transmission is over. We're back. Everybody ready again? Yeah, man, don't talk to me. All right, so we are going to be hearing from the St. Peter and Paul. You're going to come on up here. They are going to be doing, I should make an introduce it, don't? No, man, let me do it for you. They're going to be doing Our Hearts Salute Jamaica. So clap them while they come on up. Clap them, clap them. Let me give you a quiz while they come up. Mr. Terrelong said that, Minister Terrelong said that Anansi is originally from where? Aye. All right. No, he said an F word. Like how there is the parables in the Bible, we have an F word. You remember it? Listen, man. Congratulations. I'm going to ask Auntie Amina to give you a prize, guys. I don't have nothing given her, no. But I'm sure she can find something somewhere. All right, so we're going to get going with St. Peter and Paul. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, man, you have to give them the bow. All right, so I hear that they're getting a special certificate.
Yes, because that sounds so nice. No, I don't need a microphone. Everybody's going to get one as you go off the stage.
All right, so as you go off, just collect one.
And
And
says, I was there.
All right, perfect. So while St. Peter and Paul comes off Highgate Primary, if you could make your way up, or the persons from Highgate. Aye, you look like you're ready. Awesome. Go on, take your position. We're all excited to hear you. All right, so while they're doing that, let me ask you this. Come right here. What's your name?
Shantasia Webb.
Shantasia what?
Webb.
You mean like web of greatness? Oh, we are set to me, man. You know, see that you all name with the greatness in your name. All right, so what are you going to be doing today?
A poem called Spinning Straw into Gold.
Spinning straw into gold. What do you say? You ready?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
Come in then. Let's go. Give her a round of applause.
Spinning straw into gold. Look here, I want of a giant in the story. When me say crick, you say crack. Ready? Crick. 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 Alright. Look here. I get to understand that when the Independence Gala did finish the other day, you practically had to drag some people out of the National Stadium. And when the last firecracker said crick, then one in there and a shout for encore. See them inside there thinking that it coming to them like somebody did dare Jamaica to spin straw into gold. No, some people might believe that spinning straw don't require any particular skills, but nothing further from the facts. You have to pay close attention to detail and concentrate and do it not once, not twice, and not 3 times, but over and over and over. Them say put them in mind of a certain man used to amaze people with the fanciful dream I'm head, especially the hopes and dreams he had for him daughter. Him say she was the brightest thing, not just in the district, but all over the land. No, the man was talking to himself. True in belief, if you give your hopes to the universe, it come back to you as reality. Well, Mr. Plentiful over here and dip him out in the argument. Hear him. You there? What is so amazing about your daughter? But the certain man never back. Him politely bow and give out. Your royal plentiness. My daughter is so clever that she can spin straw into gold. You want to know her name? We just call her Miss Jamaica. No, Mr. Plentiful give out a challenge. Hear him. That is amazing. She must come to the great house. I will put her to the test. By the time the man reached the great house with him daughter, them was shown one room was big like you wanna feed them house. And from floor to ceiling was so straw. Well, little Miss Jamaica set to work. She never do nothing like that in her life. But she not let down herself. By time daylight, not one piece of straw was left in the room. All of it was turned into piles of pure gold thread. When Mr. Plentiful see it, hear him. I will have my servants bring new straw to fill up a room larger than this one. You will stay here all night. Beware, by morning, all the straw must be turned into gold if you care about your life. And by morning, Miss Jamaica do it again. But want all, always want more. The next day, the girl felt sure Mr. Plentiful would be so happy he would let her go. But alas, if 2 rooms of gold look good, Then 3 rooms of gold looked even better. So him carry her to the biggest room yet. He hardly filled it with straw. He said, gold by morning or else. When him leave the room, Miss Jamaica start wonder, how long would this go on? But she nah let down herself. And by morning, the job was done. Mr. Plentiful did want more gold, but it looked like him did run out of straw. I get to understand that's why the people them couldn't come out of the stadium. They sit down and contemplate pa all the gold where them couldn't make out of nothing. If they put their hands and hearts together and spin, baby, spin, and keep what me make and keep it secret from Mr. Plentiful, that's when you would see we triumphant, proud, and free.
Easy peas. You were not lying when you said you were ready, man. Give him a bow. Give him a bow. Yes. Thank you so much. That was what? Greatness, don't it? That was? That was? Yeah, man, we're speaking greatness over your life. Come on up for the ladies from Marymount. And you know we have to have your little interview session. So you have to come and tell me your name.
My name is Michaela Marsh.
And what will you be doing today?
Anansi and the Turtle.
And Nancy and the Turtle, everybody, clap her.
Anansi and the Turtle. Once upon a time, there was a spider called Anansi. He was a very greedy spider and did not like sharing his things with others. One day, he collected some lovely yams from his garden. You know them nice renta yam there? Yellow yam, white yam, pum pum yam. He cooked them with utmost care. Him rub down him body with oil. Cut them precisely, make sure say him nah waste none, you know. And him boil them down real good. Just as he sat down to consume his delicious meal, knock on the door. Oh, that on my door, man. Them people don't know if it's turning in the yard at daytime. Sure. You ever wall out pan eating some good food just so you can sit down and enjoy it? That's how Anansi feel right now, you know. So him hurry up, go open the door. Brother Turtle at the door. Now, Brother Turtle has been traveling for some time. And he looked tired. Very tired. But worst of all, he looked hungry. And we all know Anansi love feeding belly. Hello, Anansi. How are you cooking this so? Something smell good. Oh, this a man come to my yard for now, man. Boy, Brother Turtle, you know, say, I just want to look stale yam, I see about the place. I not even think it out taste good. You don't want that. Me no picky, you know. Me a walk from yesterday. Me hungry bad. Me can't stay and get some. Now, there was a custom in the country that if you have visitors during dinner or lunch hours, you must invite them in. But Anansi was determined. And you know Anansi sneaky. Him say him not share nothing. Him say, alright, come hold your seat here, Turtle. Just as he went down, he went inside, they sat down, ready to eat. Just as Turtle was about to take up his share of the yams, Anansi quickly bawled out, "Don't you know you must wash your hands before you eat your food, Turtle? Come on, man, you walk from yesterday. God know what kind of germs and bacteria they on your hand. Me just a look out for you, my boss." Turtle looked down upon him and said, "Why, actually, you are talking on Nancy. Alright, I soon come. Me I run go down the river go wash my hand little." Now, can anybody tell me what Anansi do? Him eat out the food. Yeah, when Turkey come back, half of the food gone. Turkey, you know I say if food there get cool. But no worry, me left you some. Turkey said, alright, you can work with that. Just as him both take up some of yam again. Turkey, you ain't just go wash your hand. Look how your hand them dirty again. Indeed, his hands were dirty. And Nancy, soon come. Remember if you left mine here. Walk go down a river. Can anybody tell me what Anansi did? Him eat off the food. When Turkle came back, Anansi said, why Mrs. Answer come look at them both draw away yam. No. How do you expect that? Or how do you think that Turtle felt in that moment? Sad. Hungry. Angry. Humiliated. Yeah, him feel shame because I said, I eat that brother Nancy take my final. But nonetheless, he said, all right, Nancy, for your hospitality, I want to thank you for inviting me. So, I'm going to invite you to my house for dinner next Sunday. No, everybody knows that Turtle a big chef, So Anansi not refused that the offer there. So, he said, all right, next Sunday it is. On his way home, Turtle thought to himself, Anansi take me for a fool. Me need to teach him a lesson. Sunday came, and Nancy went down to the riverbank where Turtle had his house under. And after seeing the delicious meals that Turtle had prepared, dasheen, cocoa, plantain, dumpling and banana, and he said yam too. And you know, Nancy love feed yam them. Him say him now wait, and him jump in the water, splash. But he couldn't sink. Him too light. Him come out, him run, him jump, him belly flap, him high dive, him try all manner of things for sink at the bottom. He couldn't do it, cause him too light. So, Turtle look up on him and say, Nancy, you know, come. Me already start, And Nancy belly start rumble now, And him look round and see some stone and he say, all right. I go fill my pocket with stone. Because I must eat today. After filling his pockets, and he sank down to the bottom. Just as he was about to grab his plate. Hello, Nancy. In our custom, we don't eat with our jackets on. But Turkle, Nancy, we don't eat with our jackets on. And Nancy had to take it off. But what happened? Him shoot back up to the top of the water. And he could only watch as Turtle ate his meal. Now you can just imagine the white car where I try to take over Anansi face by now. Because him not eating. He make sure starve himself because him thinks I'm going to get him belly full tonight. Anansi couldn't do anything about it. He slowly climbed out of the water and thought to himself, boy, Mama, do you right, What goes around must come back around. The moral of the story, don't ever try to outsmart someone because you might find yourself to be the one outsmarted.
Lovely. Me say, on the story is just a hold me. This is Christina, right? Come on up. Give her another round of applause, man. Another display of greatness. Come me interview you. Come. You know I go. You know I have to interview you first. What's your name?
Christina Bly.
All right, remind us the school.
Marymount High School.
Aye, she said Marymount High School. All right. Easy with me. What are you going to be doing today?
Anansi and the jerk fowl.
Anansi and the jerk fowl. Clapper.
Anansi and the jerk fowl. Once upon a time, Brother Anansi and his old friend, Brother Lion, were in the mood for something tasty to eat. They decided that they want to have chicken at Island Grill. Anansi had just bought a new sporty car and he offered to drive. However, there was one problem. Now, who know the problem? All right, good. Anansi didn't know the direction to Island Grill. Luckily, Anansi's new sporty car came equipped with a Jamaica GPS navigation system. You hear me say? Jamaica GPS navigation system. He was almost certain that this GPS could give him the location. After Anansi settled into the car, he turned on the GPS. The voice of the GPS blasted through the speakers with a male husky voice. Where did you want to go in? The GPS asked. Anansi replied, Mr. GPS, me want to go Island Grill go eat, but we don't know the direction to get there from here. You can guide me, please? Yes, man, no problem. It's easy like that. Just put the car on gear and drive down the road until I see Brother Drunker food stall, the GPS instructed. Anansi was amazed and shocked. Brother Drunker food stall? He asked. Well, whatever he must sell must smell bad because Drunker love dead meat. Yes, man, a true you attack. A long time as everybody dead in the district. Brother Drunker go sit down and set up meat stall, Brother Lion explained. Anansi put the car in gear and charged down the road. Sure enough, there he saw Brother Drunker sitting on the ground, selling dead meat by the pound. Indeed, the GPS was right. Just then, the GPS gave another direction. Bus a left turn and drive 200 feet down the road and turn right. When I look, a Brother Puss fry fish shop you go see. Brother Lion was shocked. Brother Puss can fry fish? Since when? Brother Anansi chuckled. Brother Lion, you never know, sir. Brother Puss a fish thief. If I was a betting man, I would have bet say every fish Brother Puss a sell a thiefy. The GPS along with Anansi chuckled. Just as they passed, the smell of the fry fish seeped through the air. Sure enough, there they saw Brother Puss frying fish with his apron on. Yes. Now, there was another direction. We need to go and pass Brother Rat big restaurant. Brother Anansi was shocked. Brother Rat have restaurant? Yes, man. Brother Rat used to live in a people restaurant and eat out him scraps. But him never like how the food tastes kind picky. So what Brother Rat do? He start him one restaurant, good. So Brother Rat start him restaurant and the most famous menu are the rat bat soup. Yes. Alright, so we have another direction in the cars. The GPS are direct and they might pass some breed of animal there now. Anansi then jealous in the cars. Anansi alone. Anansi and Brother Lion in a little business. Entrepreneurship building business. Alright, so little from this, as you pass the commercial bank, you go see brother, what am I the name? You go see brother, no. You go see Brother Dog, I said jerk chicken. Brother Anansi replied, but wait, brother Dog don't know a thing about jerking chicken, so how am I go jerky? Speaking of that, it's a long time I see Brother Fall, you know. I wonder if he's sick. Because one year he did maga down and he lose a couple feather. As they were passing, Anansi smelled the jerk chicken. His mouth started to water, all right? Brother Lion, we're too hungry to go no further. We need to stop right here, so the GPS warned. Brother Anansi, we don't know which part brother dog get him chicken. Him cannot buy chicken by the pound from brother Drunkro. And we know that no good. No man. Brother dog and my good friend, so we are going to support the business. Anansi went into the restaurant. Brother dog, what up on the menu? Me have pound of jerk chicken back, pound of curry chicken back, pound of fried chicken back. Anything you want, we can have. Brother Lion said, all right. Give me a pound of curry chicken back. I want to taste that. And then said, he want a pound of jerk chicken back. They enjoy the food, you know. I said, them stuck out their finger. Them spit out the bone. Them say, no. Them swallow it. And as water, then say they have to use them spit. Yes. Then Anansi now. No, say Anansi nothing, you know. Anansi can't keep film out. So I have this question pan in chest, you know. So brother dog, I want to ask a question. What do you want to say, brother Fall come from the countryside? And from that, me not see him. So me ask you now, when last I see him? Because me know say from the little in a par. Brother dog was shocked, and he had a horrified expression on his face. He gulped and confessed. Brother dog, brother Lion, brother Anansi, guess what? What happened? What do you think happened? Alright, listen when you know. I said they're my friend from way back. Little and they're my friend. Boy, brother Anansi, me tell you, him wanna just eat, you know. Him wanna just eat. Me could have done it all. Me need broke, me need money, and me need a house. So what me I gotta do is, me I gotta turn myself in. There isn't a moral, but yes, the end.
Thank you so much. Let me tell you something. Marymount, why not make we hungry? Yam, banana, dumpling, now jerk, chicken jerk, fried fish. My goodness. Thank you so much, ladies. Talk the truth, but that never nice. Excellent storytelling skills, don't it? Excellent storytelling.
So basically the moral of the story is be careful of who your friends are. You may be growing up from you're younger, but in society nowadays, friend doesn't have much value. What people value nowadays is money, job opportunities, and others. So you can say, yo, me and my friend from primary days, you know. And as you succeed and say, yes, me gonna one big company. The friend bad man and stab you on your back, you know. Involve you forgetting at this, and when you look, him take himself out there and owner alone. So owner got prison, owner get that penalty or something, and everybody else get through, you know? Thank you.
A word. I'm going to invite Azuri from Almond Town Primary to come on up and do Azuri's piece. Come, you know the interview, you know it go. What's your name?
Azuri.
What will you be doing today, Azuri?
Checking on my history fight by John Agard.
All right, let me see if I can. I don't even think this goes any lower, so let me just push it down like this for you. Or hold it, yes. You can do it and hold it? All right. Well, in that case, let me move this over a little bit. All right, copper, Azuri, copper.
Checking up my history by John Agard. Them tell me what I want to tell me. Bandage up me eye to my own history. Blind me to my own identity. Them tell me about the dish run away with the spoon. But them never tell me
but nanny of the maroon. Them tell me Bola Nelson a Waterloo, but them never tell me Bo Shaka, the great Zulu. Them tell me Bo old King Cole was a merry old soul, but them never tell me Bo Mary C. Cole. Them tell me when them want to tell me. But now I am carving up my own history. I am carving up my own identity. I am a Jamaican. You don't hear me? I am a Jamaican.
Boy! Woo! Girl, come give them another round of applause, man. You know what that was? What was that? Greatness, don't it? Greatness, you know that? Your greatness, you know that? That was lovely. Thank you so much, Azuri. Wasn't that amazing, Kapar? Come, Azuri, you're going to have to practice up. All of you are going to have to practice up about 10 more and we'll and come again so we can hear some more from Uno. Not today, no. Not today. But we definitely want to hear more. All right, so next up on the itinerary. Now, listen, ladies and gents, you know we've been told that we don't have any more attainers here in Jamaica, but we do have one. One more left, one more standing, and the one more is right here. So I want you to put your hands together for Mr. Kasik Kalan. Come, Kasik. Aye, watch him now. And that way interview you. I'm going to give you your space. Go ahead, sir.
Greetings, relatives, greetings, young ones. So, going to share some stories. I'm going to share that I am representing my community, chief of the Jamaican Hummingbird Taino people. So, is the face you're seeing today is one, but it's more than one of us. All right? And as our little sister was sharing about that greatness, them don't tell you about nannies, a lot of other things them don't tell you about. Because nanny is related, is connected with the Taino people. The Maroons are connected with the Taino people as well. So today I'm going to share a story that is coming from South America, where the first Taino people, their ancestors came from. An Arawakan story. You ever heard about the Arawak people? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to share with you an Arawak story. So a long time ago, long, before there were men and animals, before there were the two-legged and the four-legged, before there was even Brother Nancy, there was air, there was wind, there was water. And for the Arawakan people, Ayomon Kundi, the creator who dwelt in the heavens, said that he wanted to create more. He wanted to beautify the spaces. So he took a kumaka tree, that's what they call it, kumaka, we call it silk cotton tree, saber tree. And through the branches around the globe, the branches that went into the sky became birds. The branches that went into the waters became fish. And the branches that went upon the land became the two-legged man and woman, became animals, became beasts, became fowl. Now, people did not at that time eat animals. The only thing that we ate was fruits and vegetables. And the only thing we had to drink was water. There was no hunting back then, and man and animal lived well together. Now, you know that energy that Brother Nancy have is throughout creation in many cultures. So for the Arawak people in South America, they have a spirit called Wadili, a young spirit, ever young. That spirit will forever be young, as long as it is living. And was curious and saw that as man and woman multiplied throughout the globe, the women were beautiful to Wadili. So Wadili came down to the earth and took of him wives. And to those that he had children with, he taught the three great skills yet unknown: hunting, fishing, and agriculture. What are the 3 great skills? All right. And to those children, they call the Lokono, which strangers call the Arawak. Now, as time progressed, people on the land forgot about Wadili, forgot about the Creator, and they were so caught up in their own needs and their own desires, like some of the stories we heard before, that they started to hurt the environment, they started to hurt the forest, they started to hurt each other. And Ayamon Kundi looked down on the land and said, no, this cannot continue. You know what? I think I'm going to make over everything. So while he was planning, he realized that one person was observing what he should and listening to him. So he said, listen what? I go and cleanse this place and I go and cleanse it with fire. So here what you must do, you must dig a big pit. And in that pit you go and build some stakes and build your house. And all of the trees and everything around it, burn it. So when the fire come, it don't trouble you in the pit. So he went to build the pit. And he realized that as he was building the pit, some other people came and started to help to build the pit. And as they built the pit and built the house, they could smell smoke coming. So the fire had started. And the animals from the forest ran into the pit. And those that stayed in the pit when the fire came was not hurt. They were protected by that pit. And those people grew up and shared the stories and populated the world. So that was the cleansing by fire. And then time came again, and as people they forgot about the stories. Stories are important. They forgot what had happened. They forgot about what they were supposed to be doing. And Creator said, no man, people are get trouble again. You know what, this time I'm going to cleanse with water. So the Creator shared with one man that I'm going to cleanse with water. So you need to build a big canoe. You know what is a canoe? Yes, sir. All right. And this canoe, you must build it and tie it to the kumaka tree, the cotton tree. So that when the waters flood and it is gone, you don't drift away from your land. And as he started to build this large canoe, the people laughed and said, Ayamon Kundi is going to wash us away. You need to build that big enough so that it don't get washed away. You need to build it big enough to hold all the animals. And the man said, you know what? That is a good idea. So he built a large canoe. And in this canoe, the animals went. He went. It sounds similar to a story you hear before. All right. And this is coming from the Arawak people in South America. And when the flood came, those in that boat were protected. They were not harmed, and they remembered the stories. But over time again, the importance of stories, they forgot. And it fell upon a chief called Arawanili. And Arawanili, his people forgot about the time of fire, forgot about the flood. And the Creator said that, you know what? I was blessing these people with rain and food are going to cause a drought. And during the drought, people got sick. And while they were sick, and the people were getting sick, Arawanili, he went over to the river and he was crying and saying, I want to heal my people, but the medicines I'm doing won't work, and the people are getting sick. What can I do? And a spirit of the waters came up and said, Arawanili, why are you crying? My people, they have forgotten what they're supposed to do. They are not sharing the stories. And because of that, they're hurting each other. Now they're sick. The heavens are upset with us. So the spirit of the water said, I'm giving you some seeds. Go and plant these seeds, and the fruit that it bears, bring 2 of the fruit back to me. So Arawanili went, planted the seeds, and brought back 2 of the fruit. Now one of them, they showed him the fruit. The spirit showed him how to carve the bottom and the top of the fruit to get the holes, and told him that you must put some pebbles and seeds inside of it, and use this when you're doing your chants for your medicine. And it will help to heal the people. And the other one, they cut in half. This fruit is what they call the calabash fruit. All right? This fruit up here. And Arawanili went back to his people with the medicine that he learned. And he would use this fruit and make sounds and music. And with the music, he would share stories with his people. And through the stories and the music, Ayamon Kundi realized that the people were remembering, and the rains returned. And with the rains return, they said that today people still use this instrument for celebration, for songs, and when they are sharing stories. So I'm going to share a quick song with you all, which this song is in the Taino language, which is basically saying thank you to the Creator for celebration. So what I say, I want you to repeat, all right? All right, here we go. Bomatom, Atabe, Busika, Areito, Bomatom, Atabe, Busika, Areito. Together now. Bomatom, Bomatom, woo! Bomatom, Bomatom. Woo! All right. So thank you all, and I hope you remember the importance of our stories. All right? So kasike ni bonrish kaiman diri yuka yake yame wani. I am chief of the Jamaican Hummingbird Taino people, Chief Kalan ni bonrish kaiman. So hahom, thank you.
Thank you. Woo. And you see what you were talking about, the importance of storytelling, and how when we stop telling the stories is when people forget. And so we just have to thank really quickly again everyone who put this on so that we could hear each and every one of your stories. So we just have one more item to go, and then we are going to wrap it up. So I'm going to invite the person or persons from Whitfield Primary School. Whitfield, come on up, give us your item, clap them while they come. Come on up, Whitfield. Come on up. We're excited to hear from you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Whitfield. Come on, give them a clap. Let's go. The solo piece. Where is the one boy doing his solo piece? Who is that? All right, let's hear it. That was lovely. Thank you so much, so much, so much, Whitfield.
Once upon a time, once upon a time, there was a big race in Beijing. Must say, many countries enter, some with tall people and some with very short people. Jamaica is not to be outdone. Them enter too. Enough country big up them chests with millions of supporters, while little Jamaica take them long flight and land in a Beijing. Them never go for ramp. I run them go for run. And me, I tell you, them did run. The country with the millions of supporters started for cheer for our little island called Jamaica. Run, bull, run. What, Shelly? What a girl can run. The white man says Jamaica has some very good runners. The people them ball out on top of them voice. Reggae music play, our anthem ring out. Nice, nice Jamaica stand on podium. Bend them neck for collect them medal. While some ball live in Iwapta for overseas podium. Jamaica, a nice, nice place. Make you love, laugh, and learn. Aye, aye, aye.
Aye, aye, aye. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. What a way to close us out, eh? Give Whitfield another round of applause. Guys, me not tell no lie. Una nice. All of una nice, bad. Adults, you talk to me. You have a good time. Lovely, lovely. All right, so hot and spicy. You see what I'm going? So I'm going to ask us to close it out with, for us, I'm going to invite Janet Crick to come. After which we're going to have an Ntukuma fashion story piece. And then the national pledge. Janet, Copper.
Oh, no. Thank you, Auntie Tony K. After all the children perform, you know, get a little performance by a big person. Don't big people can tell a story? Yes. All right, so you ready to hear a story? Yes. All right, who we talking about all day? Anansi. All right, and Anansi is a? Spider. And where did the minister say Anansi come from? Africa. All right, who was listening? How many legs Anansi have? 8. Okay, very bright. Now you ever look for Anansi leg them and notice how them kind of thin, or as we Jamaican people say, them mager. You ever notice? Yes. You know why? It's all right. We're going to tell you why. So one day now, when long time ago when Anansi was living in Africa, he was married and Anansi had a nice wife. And his nice wife, she could have cook, you see. She was a good cook. You know, in Jamaica, we say, our aunt tastes good. Well, Mrs. Nancy, her tastes really, really nice and good. But guess what? What have we been hearing about Nancy all day? What he love? Him belly. So even though Mrs. Anansi cooks so nice and so sweet, everywhere Anansi go, Anansi still want tears from other people's pot. So one day now, Anansi I got down a river for just cool off a little bit. And I saw him a walk, I go down the river, go down to the river. Him just smell something nice. And when he look, him realize, say, a brother rabbit yard him a pass. And him say, wait, that smell nice, boy. Smell like brother rabbit, I cook up some greens, some vegetables. So he's push brother rabbit gate and he said, brother rabbit, oi! Brother rabbit said, oi, how you do? He said, Anansi, come, yes, we are cook. When Anansi looking at the pot, so nice steamed callaloo, steamed cabbage, okra in the pot, and Nancy said, woo, it smells nice. So Brother Rabbit said, you can't eat, you can't come at me, you are a long time friend, man. You can't come and eat, but it's not quite ready yet. So just give me a few minutes, it will be ready, and we can sit down and eat together. Well, Brother Nancy really want to eat, but here's the problem. Brother Nancy said, if me stay here with Brother Rabbit until the food done cook, Brother Rabbit have to find something, give me some, in that. So Brother Nancy use his head and he said,
Yeah, me want eat it up, but here what happen. Me have some important things to do in the village. So, here what we going to do. We are going to spin one web. Me are going to spin the web, and then me are going to take the web and just tie round the end of the pot, and the other end me are going to tie round one of my leg them, so that when the food ready now, you just pull upon the string and Brother Rabbit, and me will run come. So Brother Rabbit said, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, we are going to do that. So Brother Nancy, spinning web, tight on one in the pot, and he gone down the road again, and he way to the river. But next thing, guess what? He smell a next pot of food, and he realized him a pass Brother Hog house. So he see Brother Hog in our front yard, and he say, oi, Brother Hog. Brother Hog say, oi, Brother Nancy, how you doing? Come in now, me a cook you now. Brother Nancy say, me can't smell it. Brother Hog say, come in. Brother Nancy go in, and you know what him do, right? He looking at the pot. That time now, Brother Hog a cook anything with beans and peas. So him a cook down some cocoa peas, stew pan, tripe pan, beans and little stew peas, right? No members, so you know, a Brother Hog, so no pig still never in there, but anyway. All right? But it still smell nice even without the pig still. Brother Nancy said, this smell nice. Brother Hog said, this tea, eat some of it with me now, man. But you know, you have to wait a little bit because it not quite done cook yet. Come remember, so they never have pressure cooker them time there, right? So it take a little while for the peas. So Brother Nancy said, me would have stay, you know. But my wife did send me out to do some things urgent. So me have to go in the village. Here what we are going to do. Me are going to draw a web and tie on one of the pot, and then tie the other end on my leg. One of my 8 leg them. When the food ready, Brother Hog, just pull upon it. Just pull it. And me will know, and me will come. Brother Hog said, that makes sense. Yes, man. All right, me can do that. Not a problem. So Brother Hog, Brother Anansi spinning web, tight on the pot. I didn't gone about him business again. Well, you know what happened. Two things go down the road. Who him say? He stop. Oh, you know, so he stop somewhere else. You know where he stop this time now? Brother Monkey house. Brother Monkey and his family. And them a cook one next big pot. Now tell me where Monkey like. Oh, you know, bright man. Me say Brother Monkey cook some nice green banana and all the other kind of ground provision with it. Come tell me what kind of ground provision? Yam, what else? Cocoa, Dashin, yeah man. All of them things they flinging at the pot. And Brother Nancy looking at the pot and he said, ooh, me really need some of this, you know. Could I really eat this? And Brother Monkey and the family and the picnic them say, yes man, Brother Nancy, come and eat with us. But you just have to cook down a little bit more. So Brother Nancy said, here what happened? Me on me way to the village, I have to do something so important, me can't stop. But guess what I'm going to do? Me really want to come back and eat with you know, with the family. But me going spin a web, tie on one piece of the web, pan one of my hook leg them, tie on the other part, pan the banana pot. And then when the banana them and the eddos and the yam man thing cook, you just pull the string. And the little monkey them say, yeah, we can't do that, Uncle Nancy, we can't do that. We can't pull the string when you're ready. All right, you go on where you going. So Brother Nancy gone down the road again, and I saw him going down the road every time he smell a pot. When do he stop? And he do the same story again until all of the 8 leg them have one string pan it. Well, Brother Nancy reached down at the river now. He feel nice and go in the water and he start cool off a little bit. You see like how you throw down like that and he just fling back man and enjoy the cool water and think all of a sudden he feel tongue. He said, all right, Brother Rabbit pot ready. And he said, okay. And then by the time he could have said that, he said, Brother Hog pot ready. And then the next one, no, look, Brother Monkey pot ready. And so it went and so all of the pot them start ready and start
draw Brother Nancy every which way until the leg them stretch out and Brother Nancy couldn't manage and he was in so much pain. He must just take time and roll himself down into the river and wash off all of the web them. And when he done wash off the web them, poor Brother Nancy, he taking time and climb up back the river bank. And he look upon himself. And he look upon the 8 leg them. And the 8 leg them stretch out. And he never get no dinner that day then either. Jack Mandora, me not choose none.
I hope the younger ones who gave us stories see that when you grow up listening to stories, you can grow up also telling great stories. Give her another round of applause. Janet, thank you so much. So I'm going to ask, I don't know if it's going to be, is it you, Auntie Amina, who's going to be doing our next item? All right, so I want you to give a round of applause to Auntie Amina.
Thank you very much. Kwaku and Nancy has asked me to make a couple announcements, Auntie Tony K. You can't come to Anansi house and don't get food. So Anansi have some little bag up. As you are going this way, Miss Brown, they will collect their little bag up where Anansi send for them. And Nancy also wants everybody to have a certificate that says, I was here. So Auntie Janet will be giving you your certificate. And Auntie Miss Brown will be giving you the little bag up where Anansi sent. I want you to clap your teachers who brought you out. I want you to clap the library. I want you to clap the newsreader. I want you to clap Kasiki Kalam. You know what Kasiki mean? Oh no, do history no more. Who was the Kasik? Who was the Kasik? Oh, clap yourself from Whitfield Town, the chief. And Nancy has asked me to invite all the students from Kellitz who have been sitting on the outside to come over here where we have chairs for you now because some of our students left early. Students from Kellitz, come on over here, please. Anywhere you see a chair, sit yourself down because you will not want to miss what I am going to tell you next. Sister Tulip, I know you want to hear what I am going to tell you next. I want you to give a round of applause to Auntie Tony K. From Junior Challenge Quiz. And Nancy also has a certificate for her. She's not finished though because she's coming back to lead us in the National Pledge. But, thank you, Mr. Joma. Clap the Joma. After the National Pledge, the opening gala continues online. All our friends in the Eastern Caribbean package them stories and send for us. So we have stories from Trinidad, we have stories from Barbados, and we have stories from Grenada. But because we was here from so long, we don't want tired on out. Right? When the program is rebroadcast, you will see those stories. Also, we're very mindful of those of you who have to take public transportation. And we want you to get home safe. Now, may I tell you that Anansi said, I am to tell you that behold, it came to stay. For nothing but Anansi don't come to pass. So Anansi said, behold, it came to stay. that there was a pronouncement in the land that there was going to be a great big festival. What is the name of that festival? Anansi Sound Splash, yes, the 8-leg storytelling festival. Now, when you have a special occasion, what is the first thing you do? You dress up, you're a true Anansi picnic clapper. The first thing you do is to dress up. So Anansi say, him and him family have to have on clothes. That is great, great, greater than greater cake. And so Anansi summons Uncle Roy, his chief designers. One called Gwyneth, another one called Aziko, another one called Janet, surname Crick. As you say, Crick, she appeared. Yes, say it again, Crick. And them sit down and them design up things. And them took the case to one called, she carried the name of a queen. And she behaved like one too. Queen Amina. And them say, Queen Amina. And Nancy say we have to get special clothes to go to the festival. Because in previous years, everybody are wear what them feel like. And Queen Amina give our thoughts to the matter. And then she find a man from Nigeria. No, she didn't find the man. There was a man living here from Nigeria. Yes, the use of language. And she consulted him. And his name was Alao. Alao Lukman. Yes, meaning God. Alao. Yes. So you know, say God higher than queen. And Alao say, in my country, everything we do have a symbol. So I am going to design for you something that all of you can wear. You don't have to wear it the same way, but it's going to mean the same thing. Alao say, over into Ghana, which part Anansi come from, there is a sign that stands for Anansi. It name Entontan. What it name? Yes. And him say, among my people, the Yoruba people, there is a sign that means gift of light and life. And this is the sign. What it mean? Him say, I'm going to put it on blue. Because Anansi had to sail the ocean blue. So come on up here and show them how you wear your thing. So when Anansi sail the ocean blue, him leave from one part. And as you go a little further along the ocean, when you look far, how the ocean look? Bluer than blue. So him say him going to have shades of blue in it. Him say Anansi must always be in the center. And as Anansi reach, which part him reach, we are going to see the other things that come from Africa where Anansi was. We're going to see a drum. You hear the drum? We're going to see a drum. Aziko, where your drum there? Where the drum in your clothes, Aziko? Yes, down at the bottom. Yes. We're going to see a drum. Who knows says the calabash come from Africa? Yes. We're going to see lots of calabashes. Oh, yes. Who knows say Aki did come from Africa? Yes, we're going to see Aki. Where is the Aki? Can anybody see the Aki? You see the Aki? Yes. And because we are the masters of metallurgy, what that mean? It means that African people invent all the ways to use metal. Yes, make windmill and plow and those things. Because we are the masters of metallurgy, we are going to make a coal stove. You see the coal stove? Yes, we're going to make a coal stove because we have always been good to the environment. And for all who don't have a coal stove, they're going to make a 3-foot pot. Can you see the 3-foot pot? Do you see the 3-foot pot? Uno do not see the 3-foot pot? Oh my goodness. Find me a 3-foot pot. I know it. You see the coal stove though? The coal stove is there. I know there is also a 3-foot pot. We soon find it. Yes. And because African people have to always look trash and ready, we are not going to wear crush up clothes. And because we're the masters of metallurgy, we're going to make a iron for iron the clothes. Who see the iron? Yes. And so they fashioned, and they made this design. The design is for Anansi must tell the story of the trip across the ocean. It must tell what Anansi bring with him and what him find, which part him landed. He brought a knowledge of eternal life. He brought the ingenuity of how him learn to swim. He brought the drum for sustenance for his soul. He brought the aki for sustenance for his body. And him find the 3-foot pot. And although the pot depend 3 foot, black people never lose them balance. Yes. Him waste nothing. When him cook the aki, him is going to serve it into a what? A calabash. Clap and Nancy festival cloth. Clap and Nancy festival cloth. Yes. And that is the story. And him say, the one bearing the name of God smiled and said, I told you to leave it to me, and I told you they would like it. You no like it? Yes. So everybody in Ntukuma will get them piece of Anansi fabric to tell the story of how Anansi sailed the ocean blue and reach here, and everybody will wear them fabric as them feel to wear it. She going to wear it. She going to wear it. And Chumi Bosi me going to wear it. And the other tellers who couldn't make it because of the little disturbances in a halfway tree are going to wear it how them choose to wear it. Thank you all for coming. God bless you. Auntie Tony K. Clap and Nancy fashion, man.
Thank you. Locks them look good in them blue. Watch out. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. You have a vibes, you know. Yeah, man, you have a vibes, man. All right, so thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Really quickly, just to remind you that so much of this was made possible by so many people, namely the Chase Fund, CIBC First Caribbean Bank, JCDC, the Jamaica Library Service Emancipation Park, the Sky Gallery, and Tourism Enhancement Fund. Remember that you will be receiving your little bag of something, so make sure you don't leave that. And there's also the exhibition that you can take a look at before we go. All right? So we're going to get going with our pledge, the national pledge. Who want to come up here? Who has not done anything as yet on stage? And you want to come up here and help me with the national pledge? You know, come. Somebody come now. Come now. Remember our greatness we are defending today. Now, come. Two of you, come. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So everyone gets ready for the pledge. Two of you come right here. Hello, I have a message. This gentleman has a message for you. Remind me your name, sir.
Roger Whiteley.
Roger says that we have to do something. Come, Roger, talk to us.
Put your hand on your chest. Please stand.
Hand on chest, please stand. All right? After three, everybody say it with us. 1, 2, 3.
Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body, in the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship and prosperity. and play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. Thank you, teachers, for being such good wardens of our children, such good people to lead our children into adulthood. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed, and thank you to everyone who made this possible. Everyone, have a wonderful day. I'm Auntie Tonika, and I'll see you again soon.
Check, check, check. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
IslandMix.com. First.
I see them standing looking at my dark skin. They wonder where me from, I hear them asking. I tell them the time I was.
Hey, he said, hey, so, hey, 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 Jambo, Jambo. My name is Hakim, and I am from the beautiful country of Kenya. And I am here to tell you about the beautiful mambas. Mambas is the Swahili word for crocodiles. Yes, the ones that snaps big like this, nyam, nyam, nyam. So I am here to tell you about Mbade the crocodile. Come with me. In the beautiful swamplands of Africa, there lived a basque of crocodiles. The Swahili word for crocodile is mamba. In this swampland, the crocodiles was led for years by Mr. Mbade. Now, Mr. Mbade was very wise, and he led them for years and years and years. But one day, Mr. Mbade, he got too old, and he could not lead the mambas anymore. Remember, the Swahili word for crocodile is mamba. Now, it was now led by Mr. Malik, and out of respect, when the crocodiles went for the fish, they came and gave Mr. Mbade the best, the biggest of all the fishes. But one day, Mr. Malik got upset, and he said, "Why are we always giving Mr. Mbade the biggest of all the fishes?" He was most upset. So he said, from this day forward, only the smallest of the fishes will be given to Mr. Mbade. Now, on the next day, when they went to go get fishes, when they returned, the smallest of the fishes were given to Mr. Mbade. Mr. Malik grinned with an evil smile, because he said, "I am the new leader and I make all the new rules." Mbade, with his wise self, just smiled. Asante. Malik. Asante Malik. Now, Asante is for that. For months and months. One day, Mr. Mbade's grandson came to him with a question. He said, "Grandpa, why is it you do not get upset when Mr. Malik gives you all these little tiny fishes to eat?" Mr. Mbade watched his grandson and said, "Because every day I have my fill of some of the greatest fish in the swampland." His grandson scratched his head and he said, "Hey, how do you have the best fish?" He said, "One day you will understand, grandson. Now, one day, when they were going for the fishes, and the fishes heard the snapping. They heard the snapping of the mambas. Remember, mambas mean crocodiles. the fishes were running to a cave, a very dark cave to the other side of the swamp. Out of curiosity, the little grandson followed these fishes because they were running away when they heard the snapping of the crocodiles. Because the fishes were going to a dark cave to hide. But upon reaching the dark cave, he realized that the fishes were running in to the mouth of Mr. Umbade. Now, children, the moral of this story is you do not have to struggle for what you want. All you have to do is wait and be patient. The end. Did you all like that story? The story of Mumbade the crocodile? Now, I am Hakim, and this is the end of story time with me. As to say hello, we say Jambo. To say goodbye, we say Kwariri. So Kwariri, boys and girls, help me dance out. Hey, say ka chupu so pe sa. Hey, hey, su hey ka say su ke ah say.
Where me from, I hear them asking. I tell them that I'm a West Indian. To be exact, I am a Trinidad.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kerry Wallace, Executive Director of the Tourism Enhancement Fund. And we're pleased to be supporting
It was a lovely Saturday morning, and the birds were chirping. And Nancy was just waking up. He was preparing himself for his morning walk. As he walked along, he skipped, and he seemed to be enjoying himself. He continued walking along, and then suddenly he realized during the walk, Pedro Parrot, Thomas Turtle were talking to each other very softly. They were asking each other about a mountain of gold.
Have you heard about Luigi, the mountain of gold? Yes, I have. Luigi has a lot of gold in it.
And Nancy realized that he could not hear clearly what they were saying. So he quietly moved forward to hear better. Suddenly, he hit something and it made a noise. They realized that he was listening and tried to chase him down. But Anansi was smarter than that. He decided to strike a deal with them.
If I help you get to the mountain of gold, we will share it equally. How about that?
Pedro Parrot and Thomas Turtle went to his side to talk in private. Looking at Anansi suspiciously, they began to question each other and wondered.
Should we trust Anansi? Well, we have nothing to lose. Let's try.
They then went back to Anansi to tell him what they decided.
We have decided to help you. Okay then.
So, they then moved to the area leading to the forest, together as they planned to get that mountain of gold. It was a long, tiring walk. And as they walked along, they saw the trees, they saw the thick forest, and they walked, and they looked. And they walked and they looked. The mountain of gold, the mountain of gold. They kept walking and walking. Pedro Parrot, Thomas Turtle, and Anansi, all looking, searching, slowly, looking tired to see what they could see. And they looked and they looked. And suddenly they stopped. As they looked out, they saw a very tall mountain, and that mountain was covered with clouds. But they looked up at it, and as they looked up at it and looked out, they saw something sparkling way out in the distance. Pointing to it, they began to wonder and discuss and figure out if it could be the mountain of gold. As Anansi looked way in the distance on the other side, he noticed a cave and he left them and ran to it. Looking inside the cave, an idea came to him. He began to ponder, and the plan was in his head. Yes. He was now going to do what he figured out would be the best thing at this time. He went to them and invited them to come closer to see what he had seen.
I think there's a cave there. I think there's maybe gold inside it. Let's go check.
He took the others to the cave, and as he got near, he invited them to see whether gold was inside.
Check inside, there might be gold.
As soon as they got into the cave, he quickly blocked it so that they were not able to come out. And he laughed to himself as he thought it was all mine. And he ran up to see what he could now get for himself. He ran, and on the way there, he saw what looked like sparkling gold. He took it up into his hands, grabbing it, smiling to himself and saying,
"No, mine, lovely."
Suddenly, the rain started, and he looked at his hands, and everything disappeared, and there was an ugly stone in his hand. In anger, Anansi dropped it. He held his head and he said in confusion,
"What happened?"
Then he realized that he had not tricked them.
They tricked me. They tricked me.
Instead, they had tricked him.
Oh, no. No.
The end.